Possibly the greatest Ultra ever has finally received One UI 8.5 officially. Let's take a look at what you need to know about what's new. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. One UI 8.5. It's been a bit of a divisive update, I would say, from how it's been rolled out with beta, how it's launched. I guess it's Samsung trying to find their feet again now that they've changed their update policy from 0.1 and 0.1 updates to having a 0.5 update system again that rolls out sort of halfway through a life cycle of the foldable and at the start of an S series launch, all in an effort to match the Android version. Enough about that. Let's dive into here. So the headline stuff that we know about One UI 8.5 has made it to the Galaxy S24 series and the S24 Ultra. Your customizable quick panel being the most obvious one to start, where you can tap on the edit icon and you have the option to customize the size of things, the placement of things, and you can also remove toggles should you not want to use them. Then it also gives you the option to add in controls. So rather than just having everything there and you don't need to use them all, you can go in and add stuff that you do use and remove stuff that you don't. So if you want to go through and maybe you use modes a lot, you can add the modes in and then you can make it suit your size, drag it into position. You've got yourself a fully customizable quick panel now, which is great. If you throw Good Lock into the mix with Quick Start, which I think will need an update on this one, then you can actually customize it even further. And it's a great way to be able to get into your quick panel. Let's turn this on, go to advanced settings and go to resize panel items freely. Then if you hit the toggle, you have the option to make things bigger or smaller and in different orientations should you want to. So I can have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in this way, and then I can have nearby devices be sort of a square, and then it looks like that. Don't know why anyone would want that, but it's an option now. There's much funner and better reasons to do this, being able to stretch things like this, take a screenshot with a square. It's a much sort of nicer way of being able to customize your quick panel to suit your needs. The next part of the One UI 8.5 update is the visual redesign that Samsung apps have received. Things like Gallery, where you now have this floating menu bar down the bottom, which sits above the app in a way and kind of is see-through a little bit. You can sort of see through it through a bit of a blur. And then you've got all the other sort of floating menu options that go with it as well. Samsung have kind of redesigned everything to have a bit of a better aesthetic. Functionally, doesn't really change much, but visually, everything kind of has a much more uniformed approach. And it kind of goes with the curved style of their, I guess, newer phones, whereas the obviously S24 Ultra has the squared approach. I do kind of wish it matched, but here we are. But all Samsung apps have this, whether you go into calendar, whether you go into clock, they've all kind of got this new floating menu and it kind of all fits the theme of each other. That's the same when you go into things like settings. Samsung have removed the explainer for each of the settings menus, so it's a bit of a cleaner aesthetic. And things like the search bar are now sort of, again, that floating menu down the bottom, as well as getting access to the much better visuals with the blurred, sort of soft blurred, I should say, top and bottom of the settings menu and other menus alike. The next thing to check out is the camera. Now, there's not a great deal of changes to the camera on the S24 Ultra. Let's just go through things that it's missing. It doesn't have the 24 megapixel update. That's even if you go into Camera Assistant and look for it, it's nowhere near in here, which means it hasn't got it yet. Whether it comes later down the line, I'm not sure, but for now, it's not there. It also hasn't received the horizontal lock update as well. So again, I'm not sure this is going to be able to get it, what's going to happen. I can't see why it shouldn't, because the ultra-wide camera on here is better than the ultra-wide camera on the Galaxy S26, and this has it, because horizontal lock uses that camera first, and then it also uses the main camera. No reason why this couldn't run it, but as of now, it's not there. Also missing, and this is by no surprise whatsoever, is the APV codec. The codec, if you go into video format, it has the high bitrate videos and it has log, which it had previously, but no APV, which is a hardware issue to do with the chipset. It does have a toggle for HDR10 plus videos, but no HDR toggle, which is weird because technically this optimizes more the 10 plus versus just standard HDR10, but this is here, the other one isn't. Whatever. What it can do is it does have the save to external storage toggle here, which it did have in Camera Assistant before, but now it's just part of the main camera settings. And also you get access to the live LUT preview, which wasn't available before, but now you get it. That also means that when you go into a video filmed in log, when you edit it, you can go into here, go into color correction, and you get the LUTs that you can add in afterwards. In previous builds of One UI 8.5, they weren't there, whereas now in the final build, they are. Other camera related stuff that you might need to know is if you go into Pro mode, you'll see that the toggle to have a clean preview in Pro mode exists both in Pro Photo and Pro Video mode. So that's the camera. Not many more changes than that, to be honest. The main stuff that you need to know is that log LUT plus some of the camera settings that have changed as well. Next, I want to dive into Galaxy AI because I think this is going to be important to see what this has changed. Jumping into here, you can see the list of Galaxy AI features presented to you. First one to check out is Call Assist, because if you dive in here, you'll see the new feature call screening is available on the Galaxy S24 series. Great news. It's a great feature, and I'm glad Samsung have been able to bring this to more phones. Going down the list, you'll see that Photo Assist gets the Create tab with the text icon. So if I go into a photo in the gallery here, let's find one that I took today. Beautiful. Hit the Galaxy AI icon and then go to Create. Not only does it get the new visuals for Galaxy AI's Photo Assist, but this Create tab allows you to describe what it is you want to change. Add a dog in the background is texted in. I hit Generate, and then what's going to happen is it's going to try and make a dog fit into the background naturally. Using whatever cloud processing it's got going on, it'll sort of interpret that the way I've asked for it. Maybe not in the best way possible. So if you find it hasn't worked, hit Generate one more. And then it'll take that as a way of saying, okay, let's see if we can do this a bit better or a bit more naturally. And then with the second go, it should hopefully integrate it in a bit of a better way. There we go. That is natural. It's got the soft bokeh effect. Beautiful. And then I can download it. And then what's great too is you can hit Keep Editing. And then it means you can still have access to all the other stuff, which means you get access to things like the style, AI eraser, and move. Plus you've got the history button, which allows you to go back to previous versions too. In that same sort of area, you've got Creative Studio. Creative Studio is replacing Drawing Assist. So another thing I can show you too is if I long press on the edge panels, it brings up AI Select, which is a new feature with One UI 8.5. But the thing I'm looking for here is Creative Studio, which is this one here. Creative Studio being this new feature that allows you to create things. And I've made a whole video talking about how this works. So go and check that out. It's on the channel now. But just briefly, you can see you've got different ways that you can create. You've got this button here, which you can create with a photo prompt. You can create with a text prompt. And you've got different styles of photos you can create too. But I will direct you to that video because it explains everything about it. And then the other update within this area is to do with audio eraser. Now, it doesn't show you in here what it changes, but the big change is if I go to YouTube and I launch a YouTube video. So let's find SamMobile video here. This is the Creative Studio video I was talking about. So if I go down to the quick panel, you'll see audio eraser up there for YouTube. And then if I can click on that and turn it on, it actually will give you some toggles that you can interact with to change how it works. So I'll turn this off. Chuck the volume up.
I want to show you how it works because it's actually got a lot of facets to it, and I think it'd be quite interesting for you to learn what to do with it. Starting with where to find it. So if you go into the edge panels, it sits.
I think the best way will be to play the music in the background. So let's get this happening, and you can listen.
Samsung's got a new feature for One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S25 series. Let me show you how to use it. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. Creative Studio, brand new feature.
You can see how it dulled the background noise of the music to amplify the voice. Great feature. Works in Netflix and other streaming platforms too, which is awesome. But what you're going to notice about what's missing is the notification highlights and the now nudge. Both not here, not represented in Galaxy AI in One UI 8.5. Bit of a shame that that's not there. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Now Brief is here. And the Now Brief is quite a powerful feature. And I wouldn't imagine Now Nudges or notification highlights and summaries not to be as powerful or more powerful. I can't imagine it being more powerful, that's for sure, than what this feature is. So there's no reason why I can't do it. Come on, Samsung. These people have invested a lot of money in this phone and it's still powerful enough to run it. Just bring the feature down here. Don't wait till One UI 9 to do it. You can do it now. That is the main crux of One UI 8.5. There's other features that this, of course, will get as part of this update, things like the change to Samsung DeX with One UI 8.5 having multiple desktops. That's going to be on here. Things like if you go into my files, you will see that storage share has become more available with One UI 8.5, and on my files, that's part of it too. Other things in the gallery, if I go out of here, out of there, and go to menu, private album is no longer a Gallery Labs feature. It's now a feature that's part of One UI 8.5 by default. Lots of little touches like that sprinkled throughout, and we've got heaps of videos covering One UI 8.5 and that sort of stuff. Make sure you go check them out. Make sure you hit subscribe to SamMobile TV as well. Lots of coverage around Samsung coming up. You won't want to miss it. Go find us on our website and on our socials. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.